Right, so now here's one I prepared earlier. Here's my full literal translation, my rough translation of Chanson d'automne. And it's called Song of Autumn. The long sobs of violins of autumn wound my heart with a monotonous languor. All suffocating and pale when sounds the hour, I remember of ancient days and I cry. And I go in the evil wind which carries me here, there, similar to a dead leaf. What to make of that? I think some of it's okay, like all suffocating and pale, the long sobs of the violins of autumn. That's okay. Some of it, I really think, is barely makes sense. Like sounds the hour, monotonous languor, just not very good, to be honest. So we're going to look at making this into something really nice. So if you remember in my second video, I said that there are three things I really wanted to preserve in this poem. One is just the whole theme of autumn, and the theme of nostalgia and memory as well. The second was the long vowel sounds like sanglots longs des violons de l'automne, blesse mon cœur d'une longueur. And we haven't really got that in my translation so far. And the last one was the rhyme scheme, which I'm really keen. So the rhyme scheme is A, A, B, C, C, B. So we have this line rhymes with this line, these lines rhyme with each other. Pretty simple, but very hard to recreate in English. So, first of all, though, we're going to start with the title, because I think Song of Autumn is alright, but I think Autumn Song is better, just because it sounds more like English. Autumn Song. Very poetic in itself. So, how do we start? The what, though? The long sobs. That's not going to cut it, is it? Let's get the next line, because we have to keep these lines in first. So, of the violins of autumn. I don't think we can change them at all, because they're so simple in the original. We can't change the violin to a drum. We can't change autumn to summer, so we're going to keep them. So all we need to do now is find something that rhymes with violin. Now I'm going to cheat here, and I'm going to choose a half rhyme. Okay, a half rhyme isn't a perfect rhyme, but it's good enough. And luckily, violin sounds a lot like ing. So we're going to go for weeping, because I think that's a much nicer, more open sound than sob. Sob is very hard, weeping is much more open. And here, long sobs. What does long mean? If you're crying for a long time, it means you're really, you're feeling really melancholy and mournful. And I'd like to add some alliteration here. So I'm going to go for another w word, which is woeful. The woeful weeping of the violins of autumn. Not bad, huh? Now, this is a bit harder. So the big problem I have in this one is the word languor. I don't like it at all. So I'm going to show you a website that I would use. So we've got thesaurus.com, and thesaurus.com is where you go to find synonyms. So let's look up this word, languor. And what's another word for languor? I kind of know. Oh, here we go. So inactivity, dullness, fatigue, idleness, laziness. Yeah, sluggishness. So that makes a bit more sense. Let's have a look. So let's try and make it sound a bit better. So wound my heart, the violins wound my heart with a monotonous laziness. Let's just at least so we understand it. Now, what about monotonous? It's another word for monotonous. With a dreary, dull. Better, with a dreary laziness. Now that makes a bit more sense, but heart and dreary don't rhyme. Laziness doesn't rhyme with autumn, and it just doesn't sound like poetry, does it? Wound my heart with a dreary laziness. Not great. So how are we gonna do this? So what about if we put heart at the beginning? My heart, it pains. My heart, it pains. That sounds more poetic. And pain has also got bigger, longer vowel sounds. My heart, it pains. So, we need a rhyme for pain. So let's have a look at another brilliant website. Pain. Rhymezone.com. Rhymezone.com. You type in any word, it will give you every word in the English language that rhymes with that. So let's have a look. By the way, the words in bold are ones that are more common words. The ones that aren't in bold are very, very obscure words that you're likely to be able to use. So ain, bane, blaine, brain, cane, chain, crane, dane, dane. Oh, what about this one? Drain. Now drain, your energy gets drained, doesn't it? So I think we can use that, can't we? So let's just put in here something, something, something drains. Drains. My heart it pains. My energy it drains. My spirit it drains. My heart it pains. My spirit it drains. So now we need a rhyme for autumn. What are we going to do about that? Autumn. Now autumn obviously isn't going to be easy to rhyme with. Bottom. Rock bottom. So basically the only word that properly rhymes with autumn is bottom. A half rhyme. What about a word like awesome, blossom? So there's lots of words that end in som, aren't there? So what's a word that sums up this feeling of like being lazy and bored? Dull, drained. I'm going to go for tiresome. Dull and tiresome, because that fits the rhythm better. I like this. So let's have a go now. Autumn song. The woeful weeping of the violins of autumn. My heart it pains, my spirit it drains, so dull and tiresome. Now, I don't think that's bad. We've got the rhyme scheme: autumn, sun, pain, drain, weeping, violin. We've got some of those sounds: woeful, weeping, autumn, pain, drain, tiresome. It's not bad. It's a good start.